Welcome to Floating Leaf Tea Podcast. My name is Showen.
I'm Noah. And this is the Floating Leaves Tea Podcast.
I just say that.
Oh, okay. Oops. I have a riddle for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
You ready?
Oh, riddle?
Yeah, a riddle. It's kind of like not really a joke, but
Okay.
what has ears but can't hear?
Snail.
It's rough.
Huh? Fish.
No, I think that both of those things can hear, but they don't have ears.
They don't have ears?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see ears on them.
What's that pointy thing?
No, but on a fish?
No.
You mean their tail?
Snail.
Oh, I don't think that those are. Anyway, what does have ears but can't hear? I think a fish can hear.
Oh, a deaf person.
I was thinking you might say a deaf person. That's a good answer, but not what I'm looking for. A cornfield. Psh.
Oh,
You get it?
that was so bad.
What?
Ears of corn?
Ears of corn, yeah.
Oh, that was so
It can't hear. It has ears, but it can't hear. I think that's pretty good.
so cold of a joke. It's okay. Today, we are going to drink Oriental Beauty Oolong.
Whoa.
Oriental Beauty always strike me as a very easygoing tea. I mean, like easygoing. And it actually also remind me of autumn because of the honey flavor inside.
And the leaves are so dark, it almost looks like autumn leaves.
That's right. And I don't know why honey normally produced in autumn. I'm not necessary, but always honey remind me of autumn somehow. Yeah. So I thought
Like
maybe,
bears getting ready for winter, eating lots of honey.
sure.
And bees getting ready to go to sleep, eating lots of honey for the winter.
And I eat a lot of honey getting ready for winter. I don't know. Just, recently, I mean, Seattle is still like sunny and stuff, but the autumn feeling is coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still like summertime, but it's feeling like
Yeah.
autumn. So we're drinking OB. Also, we just got OB.
OB.
We just got 2 OBs in the shop.
Yeah. One we call it honey beauty. Is that right?
Yeah.
And
then
so
we have a regular Oriental
Oriental
Beauty.
Beauty. And so the regular Oriental Beauty will be closer to the Oriental Beauty we usually carry. And Honey Beauty is more like a daily drinker of beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I came up with like many bad names that is almost like racist and not racist. That yeah.
Yeah, we came up with some funny names, right? I mean, Oriental Beauty already doesn't sound very good, but
That's right. That's what I mean. So
also, you had a really nice description for the Honey Beauty the first time we drank it. We'll see if that shows up again today.
okay.
You said it tastes like ginseng steeped in a light honey water.
Oh, I say that?
You said that, and I
Oh,
thought that was
cool.
really elegant sounding. So
Oh, cool,
I used
cool.
it as a description on the site.
So we'll call it Ginseng Honey Beauty.
Too much.
Okay, let's see. We'll get both of the tea. Today we are going to brew both of the teas in a Gai 1, a tiny small cube, maybe like 80 millimeters of Gai 1, so we don't get overdosed with tea this late. And now I'm going on to a cooking show,
Or a tour.
a tour.
You know, I was reading Bill Porter's book last night, Red Pine, translator. And when he was in China looking for hermits, he ran into some hermits in Zhongnanshan.
终南山,
Yeah. And he said that the hermit gave him some Oriental Beauty tea
Whoa.
as a parting gift. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I didn't know they were making Oriental Beauty in Zhongnanshan.
Maybe they are not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's what he said it was, and he said it's his favorite tea. I thought it was kind of cool. So for all you Bill Porter fans out there, send him some OB.
Yeah, you guys don't want me to name these teas because I always call them A and B. So, so I'll have Oriental Beauty A and Oriental Beauty B. But today, I'm not going to do that. Or Oriental Beauty 1.
And Oriental Beauty too.
Yeah. So one time is that I have Oriental Beauty, I call it OB1. And
Oh,
then-
really? Oh, that's good.
And
that's
then-
really
and
good.
then- and then you guys can follow with the rest.
Oh, dang.
I don't think I officially put it on the website. I just put it on the bag. OB1 and OB2.
Oh, I wish you would have said that. We could have named it that way. That's really good.
Here you go. So let's smell the surface of the honey beauty first. Actually, a lot of flower, like honey nectar flower. Like if you go pick a flower and you kind of break it open, and then the part that is a nectar.
Yeah. Just sweet and kind of floral.
Yeah.
In that kind of sweet, sugary kind of way.
Yeah. But it's in a way, in the nose, it's also on a simpler side. Simple.
And it does have a little bit of I think that's what you're talking about with the ginseng. It has a little bit of like herbal sweetness. Just like a light herbal sweetness.
Yeah. And the scent structure is very straightforward, very simple, very easygoing. And then let's smell the surface note of the Oriental Beauty. Actually, the initial smell is a little bit darker, also flowery, but not a bright flower that one might be thinking. A little bit more like lower tone.
Like rose almost.
Yeah, lower tone flowers. And the scent feels a little bit more dense, actually, like more concentrated in a way. So the structure of the scent also feels slightly more concentrated than the Honey Beauty. How fun. So let's take a sip of the Honey Beauty.
Sounds good. Mm-hmm. It really is like going on a tour.
I know, right?
Now let's
It's my next career. I'll do the, what is the internet style
of touring?
Yeah.
Tour guide?
Yeah.
Nice, kind of juicy.
Yeah, kind of juicy, but more, it's puffy just a little bit, not as strong as our other oolongs here. And more lean towards I would say the shape more like lean in the middle part of the tongue, and then spray just lightly to the
sides
side, just a little bit. But you don't feel it on the cheek at all. You don't feel it at the roof. You can feel it push a little bit to the back of the tongue, but still stay pretty easy to trace, I would say. Yeah. And then let's see the Oriental Beauty.
So when that hits it, just obviously much bigger.
Yeah.
Also
softer though.
Yeah.
More viscosity feeling, more like almost like soft fat.
And it spreads to the roof of the mouth. It spreads to the cheeks.
And then, yes. But not also the presence is not like, other roasted oolongs that
where it's like, yeah, it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, whatever that means, that sound. Okay, use your imagination. Whatever that sound means. Obviously, I can make this sound.
But it just kind of, once it hits, it just kind of expands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also that honey note is a little bit more, I mean, the same as with the scent, the honey note's a little bit darker.
Yeah. And almost a little bit musky to me.
Yeah. Yeah, actually the first impression that I got when I first smelled the scent on the surface, a little bit like incense almost.
Okay, let's do the second infusion and see how it unfolds.
Yeah, the Honey Beauty just kind of has like a sweet honey water kind of presence, just like.
Actually, the sweetness is really easy to detect.
Yeah.
I would say maybe a little bit easier than the Oriental Beauty. Yeah, but the concentration of the sweetness is not as dense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a very easygoing tea.
Yeah, both are pretty easygoing teas actually.
Yeah.
But the Honey Beauty is really pleasant.
Yeah.
That concentration is really important in tea.
It makes it a little bit, I would say for a tea drinker to put in a little bit more focus for discoveries. And then Honey Beauty, it's more like, this is straightforward and it's very enjoyable. And there are times for teas like this, you just cannot think too much more about any more things, right? Because sometimes I feel like our life, we're just like, thinking about practice tea, thinking about practice this, thinking about this, thinking about that. And sometimes you just want something that it's straightforward and its quality is also very straightforward and you can simply enjoy that,
I was thinking about just concentration in general, like how it's not necessarily that the thing is stronger tasting. I was thinking about like tomato sauce.
Oh.
Like you can make like a really strong flavor tomato sauce with a lot of big flavor to it. Like if you just use a lot of tomato paste, right? Then you can also make a tomato sauce that just feels like everything kind of comes together in a way that it feels more. I mean, concentrated is the word. Concentrated is the word that I'm thinking of. Mm-hmm. But it feels more satisfying that way than just like a big punch of flavor.
Got it.
It kind of also reminds me of something you were saying this morning about Tai Chi.
What did I say?
When you're doing Tai Chi, everything links together almost like a clock's gears. Ding, 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 ding. And
That's not a trend, everybody.
A lot of sound effects today.
Come in.
But when your waist moves and then your belly moves and then your chest moves and then your arm moves, to say it really simply as a layman, gives a certain power, even though there can be a softness at the same time, instead of just punching really hard with a lot of force. Maybe the difference between like a strong flavored tea and then a tea with a lot of concentration.
Concentration, yeah. And everything got linked together.
Yeah, everything
it's
links
more
together,
like,
but it can still be soft.
Like nuance, so you can the tea can in a way almost like dig deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see this second infusion of
Honey
Beauty.
Beauty? Cool.
Is there such a thing called lemon squash?
I never asked myself that question before. I don't know. I don't know if there's a lemon squash.
Anyway, I hope that squash existed. This remind me of lemon squash.
Huh. Is it a squash that tastes a little bit like lemon? Or
No,
is it a
the
lemon that
smell.
tastes like squash?
It's not a taste, it's a smell. It smells like a lemon squash.
Is it a good combination of lemon and squash?
No.
Okay.
It's a squash. It's a squash. It's not a lemon. It's a squash that let the surface skin send out a little bit of lower tone of lemon.
Oh. Cool. That sounds good.
I hope there's such a squash. Later I'm gonna Google the squash. Anyway, it reminds me of that. A little bit honey, a little bit juicy squash kind of feeling, and a little bit high notes start to show up too in the surface smell. And the body is still very straightforward. Actually have some throat sensation on this tea. Hou Yun is like the presence of this tea in the mouth is not super much. It just hits straight to the to the throat somehow today. And maybe you will change.
That's nice. It almost feels like drinking like honey lemon water
Yeah,
on the throat.
Yeah. Maybe when the autumn time you want to like nourish yourself, and a lot of people will start to drink honey, lemon, ginger water, not because you are sick, you are going to, and also because you are sick, you want to like build up the strength of your body. This tea actually remind me of that. This Honey
Especially in the
Beauty.
throat. You're right. It's kind of got a sweetness that lingers in the throat. It feels good.
And I see the Oriental Beauty of this season. Dark sweetness, almost like remind me more on the dry fruit kind of a dark sweetness. I have been eating a lot of Italian plums because it's the season right now. And, one of my Tai Chi classmates gave us a lot because he has never seen his house, but I imagine the tree was pretty big. He always bring a box loaded with the plum, and we'll walk by the streets and then we'll pick some too.
Yeah, they're just everywhere.
Yeah. And so you cannot, I just couldn't help it. I just think of
when you drink the tea, you think of that
plum
flavor.
fruit.
I mean, it does have that kind of like a little bit of that sour sweet,
and then that sweetness.
Yeah. Also, I'm getting that incense kind of feeling a little bit more now, which is really nice.
Yeah, and the presence of the liquid in the mouth has way more presence than the Honey Beauty, this Oriental Beauty, and also softer, spread out a little bit more viscosity like the first infusion. The way it goes into throat is actually not as strong somehow as the honey oolong, but
I feel it more to the sides of my tongue.
But it linked a little bit better together. Yeah, I think the honey oolong, the Honey Beauty almost is a little bit too strong at the throat.
It hits the throat directly.
Yeah.
And this one, it just kind of spreads to there. And there's a little bit of throat sensation. I actually feel it really strong
on the side
of my tongue.
Salivation of this Oriental Beauty is stronger than the Honey Beauty. And so the presence afterwards, you can call that the aftertaste, I guess, is also the presence is stronger too.
That's really nice. Darker approach.
Yeah, darker approach actually. And the leaves look really beautiful. Yeah, I think got oxidized a little bit more actually than the Oriental Beauty got oxidized a little bit more than the Honey Beauty.
And last season, the Oriental Beauty that we had was much more like almost like on the floral side of the Oriental Beauty spectrum, like that rose kind of note and bright and almost like champagne kind of feeling. And this one's it's still like pleasant and sweet, but it's got a lot more of those darker tones, almost like incense and dried rose petals and
and then dark dry fruit.
And dark honey too.
So fun. Every single season is different. And they see the next infusion.
I don't know if you know this, but I think Oriental Beauty might be the queen of cold brew.
Yeah, I'm about to talk about it later.
Okay.
Good.
So you do know that.
You are reading my mind.
I'm transitioning.
I'm not sure if it's the queen, but it's really good. And we'll talk about it.
Well, it's not the king.
I guess a male can be still the king.
A female can be the king?
Yeah.
It's like Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah. Aren't they kings?
I guess so.
But I guess, you're right. They are called queen. So, but if there's a king and then the wife is also called queen, right? Queen. But if there's a queen, like the king queen, what is the husband called?
The prince?
I have no idea. So you see, and I think they should have a different
queen
name.
Oriental Beauty is the queen of cold brew tea. Anyway, the point is, it's really good.
That's not the bad pronunciation.
Queen?
Queen. That one I cannot pronounce that. Anyway, I think they should have their own name rather than just also queen.
I could get behind that. And I would like to call it queen. The point is, it's really good as a cold brew tea. It's like, I think it might be the greatest cold brew tea of all time.
Whoa, that's a...
Seriously, of any tea style, I think there's no tea style that could be more perfect for cold brew than OB. I've made that decision.
How much cold brew tea have you been doing?
Enough to know the answer to that question. I
mean,
mean,
3 kinds?
True. Black tea is good hot brewed, and then you just pour it over
Chill
ice.
it, yeah.
And actually, green tea is really good cold brew too. It's pretty freaking refreshing.
Yeah.
But OB
I would
has
say
that.
light oolong can also later when I
It's pretty good. A little bit too green though.
Shanling Shi cold brew.
That was really good.
Yes, really good. Yeah.
And like Smooth Water Baozhong was really good cold brew too.
Yeah, really good.
But it's not the queen. Okay, I can just admit that it's not the Oriental Beauty is the queen of cold brew.
Okay. Everybody, please buy the Oriental Beauty and cold brew, and then write us emails to tell Noah. You can just direct the email to Noah directly, and then he will feel really good.
Yeah, if you just say,
you guys can start
this really is the queen.
You guys can start the Tea Queen Club.
Queen.
That might be really fun, actually. Okay, let's do the third brew of
honey?
Honey Beauty. Yeah, it still hit the throat so directly. It's
a really cute tea.
Really fun.
Yeah.
It just goes straight to the throat. You guys got to drink a little bit of this tea just to have that feeling. And it's kind of hot, actually. I don't know why. Miss Sherwin, because you are drinking hot tea.
No.
Okay, let's see the Oriental Beauty. And it still remains very pleasant and simple, the honey one.
That's tea that I could guzzle.
Guzzle?
Yeah, I can just guzzle it.
Big gulps?
Like cold brew style, especially.
And then this one, Oriental Beauty. Yeah, the mouth feeling is much more complete, fuller as well.
And it does go to the throat too, just not as obvious.
Yeah,
because there's other stuff going on.
Yeah,
and a little bit more of a saltiness to it too, like a mineral kind of saltiness.
And the flavor feels a little bit more complex.
Yeah, balanced, and there's stuff going on. I really like this Honey Beauty. That's really cute. It's a really cute tea.
Funny. Maybe it's the wild daughter of the queen.
Queen.
How do you say that?
The queen's wild daughter? Yeah. The Duchess?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the queen's daughter.
It should be princess.
Okay, princess.
Yeah, princess. I think. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about cold brew teas. Sometimes I think people think of me, I guess, will be Floating Leaf Tea as a like super traditional and serious place. Like
that's how I think about it.
If like you should see customers coming in here, and then when they like talk about coffee or like
Oh,
bro a
true,
cup
true,
of
yeah.
coffee, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "No, that's no problem." And then they would normally look at me with a fearful eye somehow, and then just say, "You don't drink coffee, right?" I said, "No, I do. I just don't have a lot of chances to drink coffee because my van is already loaded with tea caffeine. I don't think I should be drinking more caffeine, which will be another option will be coffee." And also people will think that I don't drink milk tea. No, that's the first tea I drink in the morning, some sort of black tea, and I add some milk to it, and I really enjoy that. I am also a big fan of bubble tea because that's my
It's your heritage.
yeah, that's my heritage, and that's my what is that teenager times drink basically. So when I go back to Taiwan, I have to get bubble tea because it's so much fun. But I do like cold brew teas, which is just basically room temperature water. And it's really refreshing this way. So for those of you who are more on the north side of the globe, I mean really north, and then you are sensing that the autumn is here, almost here, and you want to enjoy the last chance of summer feeling, feel free to do some cold brew teas. And Oriental Beauty is one of the best ones to do that because it hardly can turn bitter. If you forget about you are soaking the tea. And people ask me about ratio though. I actually don't know. I just like grab a handful and put some water. Yeah, just like cooking the right amount, and just put some water over it. And you can actually reproduce it, like you drink half of it and just add some more cold water or room temperature water over it. And it's really ideal tea to if you are walking around for a while, for like an hour, you want something that is flavorful rather than just your water. Oriental Beauty cold brew tea, you can just bring the tea with you. The tea sitting in the water is fine, you know. So it is a really wonderful cold brew tea. And for those of you who are in the hotter weather areas, just go to town with it. You know, you're like, I don't like hot tea. Well, just drink some cold teas then. And then if you want it cold, then just add some ice cubes on the top after the tea is ready. It's a wonderful option. Yeah. So that's it.
Your cold brew spiel. Sounds good.
Yeah. And
it is really refreshing though. It's super refreshing.
Yeah. And I do like Oriental Beauty, you know, like after a meal. I think you guys heard this probably like at least 10,000 times. I drink Oriental Beauty in the grandpa style after lunch actually quite often because it's sweet and it's easygoing, and I love that feeling after lunch.
Especially after some greasy, spicy food.
Yeah, that's like perfect. Something sweet and something is easygoing that it will just, you know, it's just like satisfy that craving for those reasons. And I actually drink Oriental Beauty that way quite a lot, and it's a wonderful tea for grandpa style tea as well. Like one of the best teas actually also for grandpa style. Yeah, and so all these reasons I actually drink a lot of Oriental Beauty. So I think that's it.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, good.
And we'll see you next Monday. And we love you. And if you have any questions or comments, but in particular questions, reach out. Bye.
Bye. See you on Monday.